Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to a special video. We have a special video going up tonight because we are going to be looking at a very new feature that our good friends over at FUTBIN have introduced, and I think it is so cool. So we're going to be talking about this feature. I'm going to be walking you guys through a little bit, some things that you can do on this feature. It is called FUTBIN Tracker, and you can find it on, if you go to the front page of FUTBIN, you guys can find it right here at the top. You guys can see it says FUTBIN and then it says Tracker. So it's very easy to find it. As you can see, I have a whole portfolio set up a little bit. So what's going on here? There's a lot of things going on here. One of my favorite things is that FUTBIN's added comments when you search for specific players, which is kind of nice. I like that a lot. It's like a little live chat down there. But yeah, so basically what you guys can do, I'm going to reset my tracker right here, okay? Because these were some things that I had before. So just so we can get a clean slate going right now. So let's say that you are interested in buying a gold Werner, or let's say you want to buy Inform Lewandowski, right? Let's go into the market, right? So you're gonna go into your portfolio here in the top right side, and you're gonna select the Inform Lewandowski, and then you're gonna put the quantity. So if you're an investor, this is a cool thing because you can kind of like put up a portfolio. You can start adding in prices, and it will kind of give you a summary of basically what is your change in profit or loss or gain. So let's say I bought 3 Lewandowskis, guys, at 240,000 coins last night, and this was an investment, I can't spell, investment for weekend league, right? So we'll put the little note there, and what's going to be cool here is that, right, this is now your portfolio. So your portfolio is right here. And it tells you your quantity is obviously 3. It's what you put in. And then right now his lowest bid is 250K. So right now we're actually losing 7.5K off tax. And so down here you have actually a fluctuation graph. So you guys can see this morning he was 301K, or this was yesterday rather, 301K, 288K. And then he's kind of been downtrending recently, but he's gotten really low in the last kind of bit of hours. The last space of hours he's gotten really low. So this is a cool thing here because you can look at the graphs. You can also pull up the daily graphs if you choose to do that. But the hourly graphs put up a nice little thing here. But this is really the game-changing part about this tracker and what it can do for your foot trading, your foot management, all this kind of stuff. And this is why FUTBIN have something that I think other sites really don't have right now. And this is a live look at sell prices, right? So let's say I'm looking to buy Lewandowski at this 239 low. What I can see, you can scroll back and you can see time zone. So this is in UK time, but 11:24 UK. So this would have been for me, or no, that would have been for me like 6 p.m. last night. This is when Lewandowski was like 260. So you guys can see these are his listing prices, and then this is what he sold for. So he actually sold for 280K last night. And then they kind of take the EA tax and the net price. But it's really cool to use this because you can see every completed sale that's happening, and then you can see auctions that aren't selling. Now, at the moment, FUTBIN does not display every single sale or every single auction because obviously with gold cards, it's impossible to do that. There's too many cards on this game to track all the gold cards. But it really does give you, with icons, with out-of-pack specials, with these types of cards that are a little bit more rare, I feel like personally it gives you a lot more of a look at what these guys are actually selling for. So for me, right, this morning, if we go to my transfer list, which I will show you guys right now, just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of a, maybe like a step-by-step. Well, no, I actually sold them. So I'm trading currently with a bunch of icons, right? So let's point out this 87 Kaká, and I'll show you guys that right now. So we're going to go back to the transfers. We bought Kaká at 810 this morning, so we're gonna plug that in. We bought, wait, I think I chose the wrong one. Okay, this one right here. So we bought one at 810,000, and we will say icon trade, and then we're also gonna pull up. Another one, which was Seedorf mid, and we had bought Seedorf's mid this morning at 1090. This is where we bought him. Let's say again, icon trade. So this is really cool with icons because what you guys can do is when you go into this, I already sold him at 1080. Now I could have waited a little bit more, but you guys can see where he's been selling. So yesterday he sold a bunch at 12 to 123. You guys can see all the completed sales, and really the highest sale he was yesterday was maybe 123. That looks to be the most expensive that he was yesterday. So it gives you an idea of maybe where to list or where to flip, and then the same thing with Kaká. You guys can see, even Kaká sold at 788 this morning, man. That's so low because when you look at it yesterday, he was 900 930, 925, maybe the lowest shit was 863. So this is a really cool feature in my eyes to use for any type of fluctuation with icons or more out of packs or rare or top tier cards. I think it's a really cool feature that you guys can utilize. I think it adds a lot for your kind of foot trading and your portfolio. And I think you can use it even as an investment thing, right? So like, let's say with this new team of the week, I want to pick up 40 Osimhens to invest out of packs, right? I can plug in here, add a new trade, and I can plug in here, guys, and kind of say, hey, I'm going to buy this amount of Osimhens, and you can use this to kind of look at it now and then look at it later, right? And kind of see like what's your actual profit after tax. And then obviously down here, there's a lot of cool things that you guys can use. I think this is a really cool feature, like sell rate. And I think that percentage is still kind of pending, but there's an average sell price. So you can see this 87 Kaká average sell price. Last 2 days is 919. Last 3 days is 936. Last 24 hours is 907. So 907 is a really good average sell price if I bought it at 815. But let's say you go onto the market, and this is where I feel like it's really, really helpful. So if you go onto the market and you want to buy, let's say let's say Rivaldo's 90, okay? And there's a bid coming up in a little bit. So let's say this one right here, there's a bid coming up, right? So that bid is at 570. You can really go ahead and use something like this tracker to give you an idea of where you should bid or where you should not bid. I mean, this gives you now perspective that you never really had before. Now you're gonna have to put in an average buy. You're gonna have to put in a buy price. You're going to have to do that. But then you can kind of go on here and say, okay, he was 700, he was 710, 715, 730. So I know that I probably shouldn't bid maybe more than like 700. I know that that would probably be the place in which I would stop bidding because I feel like it's a little bit too much. And yeah, so this is a really cool feature because not only do you get that stuff there with the prices, you also get a lot of other stuff. You get a lot of other information. You can see all this stuff on the side. And I think your latest trades history is really cool because I think there's just a lot going on here that is really useful for anybody that's really trying to track, Now this is cool too because you can pull up the latest live sales. So you can also see an average of where he's actually been selling, right? Because this is listing prices, but that doesn't mean where he's actually been selling. If you look at this is really cool because you get the actual sale prices of where this guy has been selling. And so a lot of the time, when I look at FUTBIN and I'm looking at graphs and hourlies for prices, when I see the hourlies, when I see the hourlies, guys, it doesn't always tell you the full story. And I think a lot of you guys have learned that when you trade is that when you look at hourly graphs, it doesn't always tell you everything that's going on. Some of the times it tells you one thing and then you pick it up and it never sells. And you're like, hey, why didn't that sell? It should sell. And it's due to the fact that you're not getting actual sale prices. So with this, you're getting a real look at logistical sale prices. So I think this is such a great feature, man. I love this FUTBIN tracker because there's so many things that you can do on here. You guys got to test this out, man. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below just so you guys can go on and check it out. I think it's a really cool way to do a couple of things, right? Like management with your investments, management with your trades. I think there's so many features here to like about this FUTBIN tracker that I love. So wanted to give you guys a video on this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.